wait for a couple more minutes. We have 75 people watching right now. So as soon as we have a couple more, we'll start around 1:35. Uh, we still have approximately 80-ish people who have joined, so I'd still like to wait 5 more minutes to before we start. The ones who are already here, thank you for being on time and request your patience for 5 more minutes. And we'll be starting in around 5 minutes. Thank you. I think we can start now.
Shall we start, Ronit?
Yes, ma'am. I think we can start.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So, greetings, everyone.
Sheila, if you can ask the heads to remind all the WhatsApp groups that we are starting the session, that will bring more public.
Okay, sir. Then I'll just take
2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take 2 seconds. So I've informed the heads. Should we wait for a couple of minutes?
No, I think we should start. We have people coming in now.
You can start.
All right. So I'm going to start right away now. It's 1:40. Thanks to all of those who have joined here on time. And we are waiting for others to join in. So once again, greetings to all of you. I'm Sheila Malia. I head the academic board at the Children's Academy Group of Schools. On behalf of the management and the heads of all the 3 branches, I extend a hearty welcome to all of you. Dear students, congratulations are in order for an outstanding performance in the 2024 board examinations. We are so very proud of you, and we wish you the very best of luck as you step out of the portals of the school. Our best wishes are with you, and we are always there for you. Please feel free to come to the school and seek advice if you feel the need for it. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to be presenting the presentation and we'll take you through the details of the FYJC online admission procedure. So just give me a minute as I present on the screen. Is the screen visible, Ronit sir?
Yeah, it's visible to me.
Okay, thank you so much. So what I'm going to do is now switch off my camera. So continue with the presentation. So students, first and foremost, you would have already filled the part 1 of the admission form. And you would have taken cognizance of these UDISC number of your respective branch, the school index number for each of the branches. If you haven't yet filled the part 1 of the form, then please make a note of these. Very, very important. You shouldn't be mixing up the school index number with the school's affiliation number. So make a note of these numbers. To take you through the government website where we have access to the admission form, kindly note students that before you start the procedure for filling the form, there are a few headers here that you need to look at. I'm sure while you are applying for the various colleges, you are taking into account the cutoff percentages as well. We can't randomly be selecting colleges, so cutoff percentages need to be checked. This year, the SSC students have performed very well, so there's a possibility that the cutoff percentages have gone up. So I would request you all to look at this cutoff percentage head here and check out last year's standings. For each round, they are giving us the details. Also, if you are finding difficulty here, you could check on the know your eligibility part here. Here you can see all the details, you can fill them up, and it will help you to understand where you stand and where you could possibly apply. All right, so let's go back to our presentation. Now, you have to fill in the first part of the form, the last date for which will be 15th June. If you fail to do it within 15th June, then I'm afraid you will not be a part of the admission process. Before I say so, let me remind you that this form filling is only if you are seeking admission in the state board junior colleges. That is what we commonly refer to as HSC. If you are seeking admission in a CBSE school or ISC school or an international board, then you are not required to do any of this. This is only for those students who are seeking in admissions in HSC. Now, the details you would have already filled. If you haven't, then you must pay attention to this. Why? Because we are receiving forms for verification where students have made errors in the filling of the form. So the first part of the form, the part A or the part 1, is all about your personal details. So your full name needs to be written as is on the mark sheet. Do not make any changes whatsoever. Seat number should be again just the 7-digit number, nothing beyond that. Year of examination, of course, is March 2024. For all the ICSE students, you have to go for best of 5, including only group 1 and 2. So there's no scope for entering the marks of group 3. The best of 5 is to be calculated only using subjects group 1 and 2. Now, there have been instances where students have taken English 1 and English 2 marks separately. That is something that you shouldn't be doing. Take English 1, English 2, consolidated English marks, okay? And that is what you need to fill. Now, once the part A of the form is filled, if everything is correct, it will be verified by the school and you will be proceeding for the part 2. If there is an error in the form, you will get a notification on the portal. So if you check the portal under the miscellaneous column on the left-hand side of the home page, you will be getting an alert. So the admin staff of the school will help you unlock the form and they will help you to edit it. That is, make changes wherever you have made some erroneous entries. The school will help you to unlock the form, edit it, and the school will be verifying it. Some of you may have also mentioned the names of the nearest guidance center. That's all right. It's best if you name the school as the place which can help you verify the form. Now, those who are belonging to any of these categories, you need to make sure that your non-creamy layer certificates, the caste certificates, all of these are in place. If you're applying for any of these quotas, you need to submit proof. Please be mindful of the fact that certificate should be in the name of the student and not the name of the parent. Non-creamy layer certificate is required compulsorily and along with the caste certificate, except for these categories. All these are mentioned in bold in the admission, the entire booklet that you get. It's very clearly mentioned there, but we are noticing that some of the children are making errors. That is the reason we are taking you through this. Now, as you listen to me, if any questions come up, you could just put them up in the live chat feature on YouTube, and we will be taking up all the questions at the end of the presentation. Now, some important terms that you need to know before you go to fill the part 2 are these. Aided junior college, this implies that the college is receiving some grant from the government, that is the teacher salaries are paid by the government. So since the chunk of the burden is on the government, the fees are very low. Unaided junior colleges, no grant received, so the fees tend to be higher. Self-financed junior colleges and unaided junior colleges are more or less the same. Basically, there's no aid available and hence the fees are higher. Minority institutions are institutions which are declared as religious or linguistic minority by the government. So if you are, your mother tongue is Gujarati, then you belong to the linguistic Gujarati linguistic minority. If you're a Sindhi, then a Sindhi linguistic minority. Similarly, based on religion, if you are a Christian, then Christian minority, Muslim minority, Sikh minority, and so on and so forth. Then there are certain quota admissions under these: management quota, minority quota, in-house quota, and bifocal courses. So you need to know that management quota, certain seats are reserved for admissions to be made by the management. The percentage here which is reserved for the management is 5%. Then there are minority quota, which we just spoke of, linguistic or religious minority colleges. Here the percentage of reservation is a whopping 50%, 50. In-house quota means the seats reserved in colleges where secondary students are migrating directly to 11th and 12th in the same setup. So since Children's Academy does not have 11th and 12th, you are not eligible for in-house quota. Bifocal courses are those vocational subjects prescribed by the Directorate of Vocational Education and Training, and these can be taken as an optional subject for 200 marks in art, college, and science streams. More about this a little while later. Now, I mentioned earlier about the cutoff percentage. I've just put a screenshot of what we can see there. So when you go on the portal and you click on cutoff, this is exactly what you get to see. So you can see the names of the college featuring here and all the reservation details and the cutoffs for various categories. For instance, for this particular college, Dadar Vidya Mandir.
I think is it supposed to go to the next slide, because I'm seeing the know your eligibility screen right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
The know your eligibility screen. The one which says stream equivalent marks. Yeah. Yes, now I can see the colleges. Yes.
All right, fine. Thank you. So, so I'll just repeat. What you see here is a screenshot of the cutoff percentage that we can easily access on the portal. I've just taken a screenshot for you to know how it appears. The very first college here, Dadar Vidya Mandir, you can see that for the SC, the cutoff was 204, for the OBC 222, whereas for the general category 316. So students, this will give you a clear idea as to what the cutoff percentage was for the first round last year. Knowing your marks currently, you can easily make out whether you stand a chance for admission here in the first round or you don't. So I'm sure you are aware of this. Make sure you make a very informed choice when you set up your preferences for various colleges. Ronit, I'll need your help here. Are you able to see the new slide?
Yes, students applying under minority
quota. Yeah. So, so there are certain dates that you need to be familiar with. These are the dates when all the admission details will be put out. I will revisit this slide once we are done with the details of filling the form. So moving on to now moving on to the form. So I will, is the form visible?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I'm going to the home page and you will need to give me a minute as I log in. Our student has been kind enough to give us permission to log on to his form. He has already completed the verification of the first part. So I will showcase his form for the benefit of everyone. In the meanwhile, please remember not to share your password with anyone, because if any changes are made by somebody as a prank, you will be in serious trouble. So maintain your password very, very, keep it to yourself. All right, so now I have logged on to one student's form, which is already filled. He's already completed the part 1 process. Ideally, you should be taking a printout of the first part of the form. So now I've just gone for the printing option. You can see all the details filled in by the student. I'll just go scroll further, and you can see that his original category is general, and he is applied under the minority Gujarati Jain category. Rest of the marks and stuff are all written here. All the details have been verified by the school. He has submitted the following documents: the 10th standard mark sheet, and also the self-declaration, because he's belonging to the minority quota. So I'm sure you've all seen the self-declaration form. If you haven't, then I can just toggle to another. Okay. Is this form visible? I hope this form is visible. So here, the self-declaration form automatically comes up on the portal, and you can also submit the form. This is a self-declaration form where you mention what all you have submitted and what all is left to be submitted, and you will be handing all this over to the college at the time of admission. Okay, so now let me go back to my to the form. Now you can see very clearly it says verified. This is what you need to be looking for. In case your form is not verified, then you will not be eligible for filling the part 2 of the form. So make sure that everything is in order and the form has been verified. So this verification is done at the respective school level. For students passing out of SSC, the verification is automatic. All right, so now we go on to part 2. When I'm filling part 2, I have the option of changing the stream by visiting this part here. All right, so let me first go for filling the part 2, and under part 2, I'm going for quota choices. We are not eligible for in-house quota, so I'm applying for minority quota here, and this is what I get. So you can see the stream that I have chosen initially is commerce. The medium is English, and there are a lot of other parameters that I can pick and choose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for all college types, because I don't want to narrow my options by specifying co-ed or girls. I'm looking at all colleges, unless I'm really looking at a pure boys school, college, or girls college. All right. Then there's this zone. So I wouldn't really want a college in Bhiwandi, Kalyan, and also I'm sticking now to Mumbai Mahanagar area, Mumbai West. So when you click here on this filter, you get a whole lot of options. You can decide which one you want to choose. You are okay with SOBO colleges, you could go for those. So depending on your choice of college, you can check the zone. Alternatively, you can go for all, but then you'll get so many colleges, and it'll be a little difficult for you to decide on the college. All right, so when we go to status, we have a whole lot of choices. We can go for aided, BMC, government, partially aided, self-financed, unaided. But I'm going for all, because I again don't want to narrow down my options. Area, I will right now maybe prefer, say, Malad, because I find it closer home. So I have now clicked on Malad, and let me search the colleges. So I get a whole lot of colleges. The very first one here, you can see Bombay Suburban Grain Dealers Junior College of Commerce, Arts and Science. Now this, dear students, is very commonly known as NL College. So be mindful of this as well. Some colleges have 2 or 3 names, so you should be familiar with those. So if you see here on the screen, you can also see that there's yet another Bombay Suburban Grain Dealers Junior College. And if you check the stream code, you will see that both of them initially, the first 6 digits are the same, MU0104, and so here as well, MU0104. It's only the last 3 letters that are different. Now, how different are they? Now, if you look here further down, you will see the status here is aided. This is a Gujarati minority institution. Since I've applied under minority quota, I'm going to be shown all minority colleges only. Now, the medium is English. The fees, since it's aided, is just 300 and seats are so many, 480. This could be an old college, hence it has got so many seats. Now, if you see the MU014CFE, which indicates self-financed college, and C is basically for commerce. So it's a self-financed college in the sense there's no grant available. Hence, the college fees will be higher. So if you can see the fees here, 18,120 as opposed to 300 here for the aided college. And the seats are also lesser, only 180. Now, since I have applied under Gujarati minority, I have to be mindful that I don't randomly select colleges without checking which minority college it is. I couldn't possibly choose Srimati Kamla Devi because I have applied under Gujarati minority. Since this is closer home, I would like to apply first preference to aided simply because the fees are low, seats are many. So applied successfully. Okay. Now, the moment I select one college, you can see it's reflected here. If you can see here, my first preference is this college. And I can always delete this and select another college depending on how things pan out. All right. So now I'm going to select yet another college and that is Bombay Suburban only because I am very keen on NL. So let me see. This is the other one. In case I don't get it in the aided, then I am going to look at the unaided section. I'm okay with paying more fees. So that is my second option. If you can see, the second option is also being reflected here. All right. So now I'm not very keen on any of the other colleges reflecting here. So I'm going to move now to maybe, colleges in, let's say, Villeparle. I'm going to Villeparle West and search. Okay, so I've come across, now I can come across, I have come across Mitibai, popular college, again, Gujarati minority, fees only 300 and seats 540. Oh, I stand a good chance here, so let me apply. Always remember, check out your scores, check out the cutoff percentage, and only then give your preferences, because it's always best to, understand our scores, the cutoffs, and hope that we have made the right choice so that we can seek admission at the initial level, or else we have to wait till the special round. But rest assured, there's not a single student who is going to go without admissions. This process will ensure that everyone will get admission. Perhaps you may not get admission in a college of your choice, but you will get admission nevertheless. You may have to wait till the special round. So I have chosen Mitibai and now I am keen on NM. So I will now go for NM. Is there any? So NM is again aided and NM is also Gujarati minority. So I'm going to select NM. Okay. Now I've heard much about Xavier's. Can I apply for Xavier's? Not under minority Gujarati quota. I can apply, but then I will not be considered under this quota. So this, if you are applying under religious minority and if you are a Christian, then you stand better chances of this college. Also because St. Xavier's cutoffs are very, very high. So I've selected about 4 colleges. I could select more. You can select minimum 1 and maximum 10. So you should select, it's best to select 10 to play safe. So I have selected only 4 here. And once I'm done with all the 10, I can lock the minority quota choices. And then let's see what happens. Okay, please shortlist at least one choice, it says. Something went wrong. Okay, let's begin it all over again. So let me select this, apply. Okay, apply. Okay, so I've selected 3 now. And once I lock, let me see what. Do you want to lock your minority quota choices? Yes. Something seems to be going wrong. Following junior colleges choices are not valid. So Gujarati, unaided. All right, let me take a break here. Let me check out what's going wrong. In the meanwhile, let me go to the centralized admission process part 2 and look out for the junior colleges. So what I had shown you earlier was the quota application, apply for minority quota. That's what we had selected. You could select 10 colleges based on the minority group that you belong to. Also be mindful of the cutoffs. Now let's go to the centralized admission process. I'm going to choose junior colleges. Stream is science here, and medium is English. Status.
Sheila, I think you had selected science as a stream, but you are trying to select the commerce, if I'm not mistaken, minority. Mitibai is a.
No, sir. There I had selected commerce as the stream.
Okay, okay.
I'm afraid somebody else has accessed the form.
Okay.
That could be a possibility. Let me check, sir. I'll revisit that again. Thank you, sir. Right now, the stream is science. Since we are on the stream, if you haven't been able to seek admission in the very first instance in the college of your choice for science, and you decide in the course of time that you really need to now switch to maybe commerce, you can still do that in the second round by clicking on this option, stream and medium. Choose stream and medium, and see, you can see here you can select the stream of your choice. Right now science has been selected. I could possibly select commerce or arts or the higher secondary vocational stream. Okay, so science is what I'm selecting now, and my medium of course will be English, and I'll be saving this option. All right, so now I'm going to the centralized admission process and selecting the junior college. So this is for children who are not applying under any minority quota. Remember, minority quota students, you will be, the moment you have applied, you will be I believe you are also expected to visit some of the minority colleges, because some of them are having their own in-house application forms, and they expect students to apply through those. So it's best if you visit them personally, check out whether they have any other application forms apart from what you're doing online. If so, during the 0 round, most of this is done, and they bring out their own merit list of students belonging to that particular minority quota. Now, coming to the centralized admission process. Now, my chosen stream is science. The medium is English. Status, I'm going for all. And the college type, I'm going for, again, all. I'm not selecting co-ed or boys. Bifocal, again, every college has its own process which goes parallelly with the admission process. Based on your percentage, they will decide which bifocal subject that you could possibly be given. So you may apply for a few, but you may not be really eligible. It's all based on your percentage. So zone, I'm going to, again, Mumbai West, and area, I will go to maybe Kandivali West. Okay, so now I'm going to search the colleges. All right, so I get a whole lot of colleges. You can see here, again, remember, We can see TP Bhatia, which is aided, 370 fees only. And we don't get to see seats here. I think sometimes it's the portal is work under progress and things appear and disappear off and on. So I don't see the seats here. Seats were there mentioned there for the quota admission, but here I don't see the seats. You can see TP Bhatia. Let me just scroll a little. Yes, I hope this is visible. So TP Bhatia, you can see the difference in the fee, the aided section, MU 026 to SGE. This is TP Bhatia aided English, 370 is the fee, that's it. And you have the next one, the first 6 digits are the same, the first 3 letters and the digits, MUO 262, same. But here it says SNE, that indicates science not aided. Okay, so the unaided science college here, 23,250. The fees are quite high compared to the unaided, aided. So you can select both. See, you don't know, the number of seats are not visible here. So there's a possibility that there are more seats for the unaided than the aided. So you could decide on your preferences. You may have selected, and so I'm going to select this one, and then okay, so I'll select another one, TP Bhatia only. Then let me see. I'll try out Bal Bharti as well. All right, so I have selected these many. Let me see if they are featuring in my list. Okay, science unaided. All right, so all the selected colleges are featuring in this list. There's this TP Bhatia, aided, unaided, and self-financed, all of those. So there's a lot of option, but remember the fees are way higher for self-financed and the unaided and much lower for aided. But if I want to study in TP Bhatia, I can select all. The only difference could be in the fee, but I would still be securing admission in a college of my choice. Now I could select some more colleges. I'm not interested in this area any longer. Maybe I would like to explore some colleges in South Bombay. So then I'll go for Mumbai South. And let me check the area. So Charni Road, Baikala, okay, Dadar. Okay, none here. Let me go for all. So I have a whole lot of choices now since I went for all. So now there's something that you can see here. They have mentioned about certain colleges offering bifocal. This junior college has technical group bifocal subjects compulsory, but it doesn't have biology subject. So this is a science college, and if you're offering you're wanting to go for medicine, then this does not offer biology, so this is not for you. So you have to be very cognizant of all these. You have to read up everything in detail about the college that you are applying for, and only then make a very informed choice. So there's another college here. This junior college has technical group bifocal, but it doesn't have bio. So since you're going to a science college and it's not offering bio, you have to be very, very mindful of this and not make any mistake in your selection of college. So let me see. I'm looking for bhavans. Let me see if I can come across bhavans. There's Ruparel here. So I want to try this out as well. It is aided. Fees are only 370. So this could also be one of my options. And then St. Xavier's, of course, if my percentage is good enough, nothing like it, very good college. So I'm going to add this as well. Let me check now how many I have added. I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could now give preference to for these colleges and not add anymore. You could add up to 10. Now, if you notice in the minority, as in when I selected, I got the preferences. The college that I selected first appeared in my preference list as first. The one which I selected next appeared as second. So while I'm selecting under minority quota, I have to be very careful. I have to select colleges based on my preference. Whereas here, once you select all the 10 colleges, you have to click on save and next. And now you have these instructions pop up. You can set preferences to 10 junior colleges selected by you. You can reset the preferences by clicking on the reset preferences button. After setting all your preferences, click on save and next button. So now I can set the preferences. So this is my first preference, this is my second preference, this is my third preference, this is my fourth, and this is my fifth. So I've set my preferences. You can set your preferences for all 10 colleges. Again, I'm repeating, be mindful of the cutoff, be mindful of what you have scored, and accordingly set your preferences. There's a possibility that there's a college that you are wanting to seek admission in, but you are setting up the preference as maybe fourth, and you're hoping that you will get admission in a college where actually the cutoff is much higher than what you've scored. So there's every possibility that another student who has scored much lower ends up getting admission in a college of his choice simply because he expressed it as his first preference. He knew very well, okay, college A, I want to go to, but I'm not eligible because I haven't scored as much based on the cutoff. So he is very mindful of that, and he makes very sure that that college features as his fourth preference. So he makes a choice based on his score and the cutoff, and there's every possibility that his first preference he is assigned to immediately. If he's not wanting to wait, he can wait. But if his first preference is assigned to him, then if he does not accept it and refuses that admission, then he's not eligible for the second round. He will be considered only in the special round. So this is another important thing. I'll come to that a little while later. Now, in case you have set up your preferences and then you rethink, you relook at the cutoff, you want to realign this, then all you have to do is click on reset preferences, and that's it. You can set up your preferences all over again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done with my preferences. So I go to save and next. Okay, so this is how I go about it. Now, if you can see here, print application form. So once your form is ready, the first part as well as the second, make sure you have some prints in place because they will be the ones which will come in handy when you are going to the college for admission. Let us now move to Rohit sir. Is there anything else that you would want me to show here? All right, so what we could do now is move back to our presentation, and these are the dates that you need to be mindful of. 15th, like I said, is the last day for completing the formalities of part 1 of the form, which is all about your personal information. The preferences will come in part 2, the way I just showed you. On 18th, The junior colleges will display selected and waitlisted students list who have applied for the admission under quota. This is round 0. Here's when many colleges will decide on the merit list and reach out to the students and inform them about the students securing admission. 18th to 21st is when you have to confirm your admissions, visit the college for submission of documents. If you fail to do so, you are out of the admission process. You will need to apply all over again, form 2. Then 22nd to 25th, remaining students can apply for quota. Now, what does this remaining mean? All those of you who have applied under quota and have already secured admission in the colleges of your choice will go ahead with securing the admission. Those who haven't got admission yet, they can again apply for quota by updating their quota choices. That is, you again go to part 2, reset your preferences and apply. And that if you do not reset your preferences, your earlier preferences will be considered. On 26th, round 1, junior colleges will display the quota-wise students list for admission at junior college. This is for those who have sought admission here. All right. And the last 26th to 29th is confirmation of quota admission visiting college. This is for the students who have applied for the second time. Now, this is for those who are under the non-minority quota. The whole thing will proceed parallelly for you as well. All these details are very much there on the booklet. Display of junior college allotment list for the round on the portal. This is in this span of time, 26th to 29th June. So important for you to confirm the admission in the allotted junior college by uploading all the documents. You need to confirm the admission visiting the college within the given time. If you are willing to take admission in the allotted junior college, complete the formalities and get your admission confirmed there. Something very, very important. If a student wants to take admission in the allotted junior college, click on proceed for admission in the student login, upload the required documents and then confirm admission in the allotted junior college. Now students, like I said before, if you don't want to take admission in the allotted junior college, you can wait for further rounds. But if you have been allotted the first preference, it is compulsory for you to take admission in the allotted college. For instance, you applied for, say, NL, and that was your first preference, and you have been given admission in NL. Now you rethink and now you decide, I don't want NL, I want to go to the next college of my preference. It's not done. Since you stated that as your first choice, if you have got admission, you have to compulsorily take admission. If such students fail to take admission or reject it, they will be blocked for a consequent regular round and they will be considered only in the special round. So you miss out on your second round of admissions. You will have to wait for the special round. So this is a calculated risk that you will be taking if you happen to refuse the admission in a college which you had opted for initially as your first preference. I hope that's very clear. Now, if a student wishes to cancel his or confirmed admission, they can request the concerned junior college for this and get the admission cancelled. Such students who have cancelled the admission will also be restricted for a consequent regular round and can be only considered in the special round. So you sought admission in your junior college, but then you want to cancel that, you can still go ahead and do it. But then you are out of the admission process for the second round. You will have to wait for the subsequent round. That could be the special round. Now, just to give you a clear idea of the whatever I spoke of just now, these are the various rounds: 0 round, the 3 regular rounds, and of course the special round. If you get the first preference, go and secure your admission. If not taken, then you will be restricted for the admission in the next round. If you got in a college other than your first preference, that you got in a college which is ranking 2nd to 10th in your preference, then you could go and secure your seat in the college. You are happy, okay, I'll go and secure, I'll go ahead with this admission. If you are not happy, then you can wait for your chance in the second round. In the second round, again, you can reset your preferences. It's for you to decide. If no junior college is allotted, don't be disheartened. You wait, you will be successful in the special round. There's only possibilities. You may not be getting admission in a college of your first, second, third, fourth preference. It could be the later preferences. So we are done with the presentation, and if you have any further questions, please, I hope you have posted them on YouTube Live, and these will be taken up by Sir. In the meanwhile, you're all familiar with the fact that Children's Academy has come up with the IBCP, a very interesting program which will hone your skills and set you up for a bright future. I will request at this point in time, Ms. Haripriya, the head of the IBCP school, Children's Academy School, to take over. I'll just stop. I'll continue presenting, Ms. Haripriya. In case you need me to change the slides, you could tell me and I'll do the needful.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Keep my mic off now.
Yes. Good afternoon, dear parents and students. What a fantabulous performance you people actually delivered. First milestone, you've secured so successfully. Congratulations. And I'm sure all of you, Sheila ma'am took you through the entire process, and you're waiting to get admission in the college of your choice. But this is also the best time, dear students, to explore what your own group of schools is providing. That is the International Baccalaureate Career-Related Program at Children's Academy International School. And why is it so important for you to explore? Because it is essential that for the next 2 years of your life, the education that you get should be meaningful, productive, as well as joyful. So if you are embarking on a journey which is going to change your life forever, the IBCP program is meant for you, and that is the reason I am reiterating it is time, and this is the best time to explore the IBCP program. And the best part is I'm yet to reveal, and that is because of your fantabulous, great performance that most of you have, shown in the board exam. The school is offering 50,000 rupees as scholarship amount for those students who have secured 90% and above and wish to join the IBCP program. So just imagine what is in store for you. Apart from what the learning is going to happen, you will also be part of a great scholarship program which will help build your portfolio as well. I'm sure all of you are aware that as things are changing at the university level, at the admission level, your portfolio is of highest importance, and this scholarship and the mention of scholarship adds value to your portfolio as well. At this time, I think I'll switch off my camera for better clarity. So what is it that we are offering right now? Could you go to the next slide? Sheila ma'am, next slide. Yes. So you're all aware that Mr. Oli Pekka, who's the Director General of IB, had visited us. And again, it's a proud moment, and we keep telling it again and again, because he had visited only 2 schools, IB schools in Mumbai, and we were one of them. And this gave credence to the fact that this particular program is authorized, is recognized by the Association of Indian Universities. It is the umbrella organization which recognizes whether a course is good enough, is a recognized course which can be taken up after undergrad program, for the undergrad program. But I'll clarify this more. The IBCP program is at par with the CBSE, the ICSE, and the HSE. So if you are doing a 10+2 program with the IBCP, it is equivalent to HSE, CBSE, and all other 10+2 programs being offered across the country. And what else is of importance is the IBCP students on completion of this program are assured direct admission in various universities in the US as well as India. So that heartache, that heartburns that parents generally face after grade 12 is largely taken care of once you step in into this program. Next slide, ma'am. So as I mentioned earlier, the Association of Indian University acknowledges IBCP at par with HSC, CBSE, CISC 10+2 programs. The IBCP students enjoy assured admission. That this is, again, I'm repeating. And what the IBCP program does is, it integrates academic and practical learning. And the curriculum, what it does is it fosters essential life skills and nurtures independent learners. You're no more, dependent on your teacher, or you're grown up to take decisions, to communicate with a larger audience, to probably do a presentation, to provide a solution. So all that is taken care of by this particular curriculum. So how is it that this happens is because of the class strength and also because of personalized attention by a dedicated team of staff. So what does the curriculum do? The curriculum fosters critical thinking ability in students. They are not stuck to rote memorization. So students think beyond, and that is what helps the students develop the skills to face what is in store for them. So as we've been telling again and again, that there are several careers that exist today and may just disappear tomorrow. So what you are going to face is a situation wherein probably you're prepared for something and that doesn't exist. And IBCP prepares you to face those challenges. And that is what will give you a firm grounding as you grow. So what is it that you're aspiring for? I'm sure you're aspiring to be smart, confident individuals with the right skill sets. And that is what the IBCP program offers. And how does it offers? It provides you practical skills, internship programs, there are a lot of master classes, and at the same time, there is sufficient academic rigor as well. And as I mentioned earlier as well, because the IBCP program is recognized worldwide, the admissions become easier for students who pursue this program. So I would like to tell all of you that you must 100% explore IBCP, visit us, learn more about it, join us, make your mark in the world, and give wings to your dreams. All the best to you, dear students. Thank you. I would like to add something. The IBCP program right now at Children's Academy International School is offering two wonderful streams related to commerce, and that is business administration and accounts and financial management. Accounts and financial management is especially good for students who are preparing for their CA. So it actually covers the entire program. So those who are looking for and exploring the commerce stream, IBCP is the stream that you should be looking into, the business administration part and the accounts and financial management. These are the two subjects that we are offering right now.
I think there's a special announcement for our 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
About
I mentioned it. Did I miss out? Were you not able to hear the announcement?
Okay, I think I missed it out. Never mind. You could repeat it?
Yeah, of course. More than happy and delighted to announce that the Children's Academy group of schools has declared 50,000 rupees as scholarship amount for those students who have secured more than 90% and above and wish to pursue IBCP at Children's Academy International School. What else are you waiting for?
Thank you, Ms. Haripriya. And now I'll request Mr. Ronit Bhatt to read out the questions if they are featured on the YouTube live.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. So we are getting quite a few questions. Some of them, ma'am has already talked about earlier, but I still bring them up. So one is the documents required for college admission, and I link that with another question that was about they're saying something about Aadhaar, that KYC required with students' Aadhaar card. Is there some kind of KYC required of student Aadhaar card?
I have no idea about this. I'll contact you. We'll check with the call center or we'll check with the help center and get back on this. You can give us a call tomorrow.
Yes. So Dhara, someone was asking about the KYC required with students' Aadhaar card. You can get in touch with us tomorrow. We'll try to ask the health center. And what about the other documents required for student for college admission?
Sorry, Ronit, what was that?
Documents required for college admission.
Documents required will be your leaving certificate, it will be your passing certificate, etc. All the documents which the school will give it to you or you must have already got will be required.
Right. And after selecting know your eligibility, the student is getting 11 to 12 colleges, a list of 11 to 12 colleges.
Okay.
They're asking on what basis has this list been created?
We are not sure. This is from the portal. So
Right.
I'm not very sure how they have gone about it. But I think know your eligibility will be depending on your cutoff.
Yes, sir. The percentage that the student has scored and the cutoff for the first round last year.
So it must be matching. It must be trying to match
Yes.
your score with the scores of the colleges.
Previous cutoff, I'm assuming.
Yeah, previous cutoffs. Yes.
Yeah. And similarly, one student asking that in their form, the mark sheet verification is coming as pending.
Pending, then the clerical staff of whichever branch will get a lot of verification. So they have to go individually to each of your form and verify. So if it is not done within 2 days, please let us know.
Right. And this one student has tried to select HR college, but is not able to find it on the form. Do they have to fill another form to apply for it?
No. HR college may be having a different name. I do not know. You have to search. If you are looking for HR college, look for a popular name. There must be a other name of HR college, or I'm not sure what is listed on the portal.
Yeah, if you check, I think I just googled it. It says Hatharam Rijumal College of Commerce and Economics.
Yeah, if you can, Sheila, if you could check the HR college, if you could go to the portal.
Yeah, it's called at least on their full name. It's actually Hatharam Rijumal College. So
Yes. Sorry.
If you could go to the portal and search for South Bombay Colleges Commerce, I think.
I'll just check. I'll do that, sir. And if I'm able to locate it, I'll share the screen.
yeah. Check for Hatharam Rijumal. I think you should be able to find it.
The college name may be different. Like NL College was called something else. You popularly know it as NL College, but in the portal it is called something else. Bombay Suburban Grain Dealers Association or something like that.
One student is asking, do all commerce colleges have SP? I'm assuming they mean secretarial practice as a subject. Any way to check on the portals?
No, I don't think the portal will help you for that. You will have to individually go to the website.
Yeah.
It doesn't show you, the portal doesn't show you colleges subjects. It only offers you the insight in the number of seats and whether it is aided or unaided. Whether the subjects offered, it may not offer. Some places I have seen that bifocal subjects, it mentions that bifocal this subject is offered or this subject is not offered. I saw it 2 places that biology is not offered in 2 places. Yeah, I saw it in 1 or 2 colleges. So you will have to personally go to a website or you have to call up the college and find out whether SP, that is secretarial practice, is offered.
Right. Okay, so there's one student asking that can we apply for both minority as well as CAP?
I think so.
And also,
You have to do both.
is there a way to follow the sequence and preference?
Okay, we'll give us 1 day and we'll check with the college health center whether. But as far as my knowledge goes, we can.
Right. And for okay, this student is asking for stream code. Any information about stream code?
Stream code?
Yeah, I have no idea about it.
No idea, because the stream codes are the same thing, which are the same thing on the screen.
Yeah.
HR College of Commerce is already there. So it is having the stream code as 144 CGE.
Right. Okay. What are the dates for the general category?
I think dates, Sheila had put it up. Sheila, if you could again put the slide of the dates. Sheila, if you could put up the, yes.
Oh, I can see HR College actually now.
Yeah, HR College was already there.
Yeah. So for whoever's asking about HR College is visible.
I go to
Check the
go to
stream
the South Bombay College. Yeah.
Yeah. So each college will have it. Okay. In the meanwhile, for everyone asking whether you can get the video link of the orientation, I think we'll keep the video up for a while. So you'll be able to refer back to it. It's not an issue. The same link that you received, that you joined, you can join back here anytime you're applying and for reference sake. So for everyone asking about that, don't worry, we're keeping it up. Um, Again, more questions about the KYC thing coming up. So I'm not entirely sure about the KYC, but if you give this school a call tomorrow, we will try to help you out with that. This is a question about.
I will write a message in the group. If once we get a confirmation what is this KYC,
Yeah.
we'll write a message in the WhatsApp groups.
Right. And this was a question about preference. Now, this is a very common question that people will have and everyone should be aware of. If I get offered in a college of my lower preference, how would I know whether it is worthwhile to wait for the next round?
That is again not according to, do not have information. Based on that, you will have to take your chance. If you feel that you have got a reasonable good chance, you can wait for the next round. But like I think Sheila has already mentioned, if you secure admission in college number 1 of your preference, you have to complete your admission there. Otherwise, you will be out of the system. If you get if you get college number 2 to college number 10, you can either take the admission or you can wait for the next round.
Yes, but if you take an admission and once you take an admission, then you're out of the process.
Yeah,
right?
Once you take the admission in any college, whether college number 1 or college number 2 to 10, you are out of the system.
Right. And if you don't take up admission, say you get an admission at your second preference college and you take admission there, then you can't come back and wait for the second for your first preference college.
You are out of the system. Once admission, anywhere you take the admission in any college, you complete the admission process, you get a message or you get an email from the government saying that you have secured admission in this. If you are interested, you can proceed for admission, go to the portal, press proceed for admission, and then complete your admission process by submitting the documents at the college. Once they accept your fees, they will remove you from the system.
So I hope that answers the question about preferences. Please keep that in mind. It's a very important factor here. Can online result be submitted if we have not received original as paper is given for rechecking?
I think, sorry, what was that again?
Paper has been given for rechecking. Can the online result be submitted?
Yes, we have actually those students who have given the papers for rechecking. We are still awaiting the results because their mark sheets have not arrived yet. So I'm not very sure how such children should be going about, but we will surely inform the council that they need to expedite because our children are now already well into the admission process. So we'll just inform the council so that we can receive the results at the earliest. I don't think they will have anything online as well. They will just have the marks online, whatever they could see on the day of the results.
I'm assuming they mean that.
Yeah, maybe I think then they will, I don't know if they'll have to take a screenshot and perhaps share that. I don't know if it's acceptable. We'll have to find out. So earlier we had them sharing the mark sheets, and if at all there was a change, we would return these mark sheets and apply for the new ones. But this time, for all those who applied for evaluation, they have not shared the mark sheet at all. So we are awaiting those. Let's see how to go about it. We'll connect with the children. I'll call up Siski today itself and we'll let you know as to when we can expect the results.
As to how to get to know about the particular college has another name, you can go to that college's website. If the college is popular enough, it will have a Wikipedia, but preferably just go on the website. You will see what the full name is on the website, usually about us page or something like that. As we saw, the HR college is written as HR college. So, it's not that whatever is written, the full name is going to be there. You just have to do a couple of permutations and combinations. From where true copy should be done? from where should true copy be done, I'm assuming?
If the college is asking for true copies, you can ask your principal to sign.
Yep.
Most of the colleges don't ask for it. The self certification is enough. Some colleges may ask, then you can ask a principal to sign.
Oh, okay. Can we unlock the part 2 form?
Sheila, can we unlock the part 2 form? Yes, I think.
Sorry, sir, I
Can
missed
we
that.
unlock the part 2 form?
You want me to show the part 2 form?
No.
Like,
Parent is asking, can we unlock the part 2 form?
Yes, you can unlock the part 2 form and refill it. So
Okay.
long as you don't, you can unlock the part 1 you can't, or you have to come to the school. But part 2 you can. I think I just did that. I'll try it out on
Yeah.
the screen. Yeah.
and I think one last question we have. Um, Actually, that's pretty much it. I don't see any other questions left. So yes, if you do have questions, you can get in touch with the school at a later date. If you want to inquire more about IBCP at Jessica International School, you can get in touch with with the school office as well. We are looking forward to having more of you join us. It's been an excellent year that we had for grade. The first year of IBCP was a great success. We'd love to tell you more about that and understand what we have in store for the IBCP students. So if that's something, if you're interested in commerce stream especially, please do get in touch with the school and we can set up a meeting and you'll get to learn more about the IB. So I think that's it.
For a
And
student who wants to fill up, I am not very sure. I think you can try it out, though I have not tried it. Till last year, this I don't think this facility was there where the minority student could fill up under CAP and under minority. But if the facility is there this year, you can try it out, and if it is possible, then fill up both forms. I am very sorry, I do not have access to any particular students. This, so I do not. You'll have to try it out. If it allows you to apply for 10 colleges under minority and also 10 colleges under CAP, you can try it out.
So this particular case, may I?
Yes.
Yeah. So here I have selected randomly 8 colleges for this, and I have said that everything is done and I'm ready with my preferences. I set up my preferences also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm locking my form. Okay, you will not be able to modify, change, alter your option form once you lock it. Do you want to lock your option form? So since I'm handling another students, I wouldn't want to take the risk of locking it. But I did unlock yesterday when I was dealing with the minority part. This is the centralized admission process. And here it says you will not be able to modify, change after your option form once you lock it. So
But usually once you unlock it, if there is some error and the parent comes to us, we are able to edit the form again from the school office.
I'll just check with the office staff and get back in a minute, sir.
Yeah.
in the meanwhile, I'll take up 2 more questions about do we have to enter the UDIC number, UDICA code?
Will I think Sheila has the codes have been given to you. Sheila had put up the list of had given the list of the school UIDs.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So we had an instance yesterday when a student had made some error and he had visited the school. So when they changed those entries in the part one, in the part two, the entries of the part one also would disappear. So what office staff is saying is they can do it, but at the school level, they have to visit the school and it can be done. But it will not be done post 15th once the
List
part
is
one.
put. Yes.
Yes. Till then, the child can do it.
All right. I hope that answers the question.
Yes.
Ronit, you had a question which you wanted to to ask to Sheila.
About UDIC.
You
This
want
one
me
was
to?
about do we have to enter the UDICA code? That was the one question.
Yes, very much.
Yes,
So.
of course you do. Yeah.
Both UDIC as well as the school index number, both are required in part one of the form.
Right. And one last question, we've talked about it earlier about preference. What if we don't take admission in the college rank 2 to 10 and wait for the first preference college, but don't get in?
That's again a calculated risk that you need to take. I'm afraid none of us can help you there. If you are lucky enough, sometimes you may end up getting admission in that college, but one can never say for sure.
But in case you don't get in, then what's the process? Is there a procedure or a process that they'll have to follow?
No, when the next round starts, the government will send. You can read in the media or the portal will tell you that now you can, after the one round gets over, then the government allows you, the portal allows you to change your preferences. But before the next round results are out, so there's a window period of 3 to 4 days or 2 days where you are able to change the preferences, where you are also able to change the stream. If you are happy with the same, we do not want to change the stream or do not want to change the set of colleges you have already selected, that will be continued. You don't have to redo the form again. If you keep the form as it is, the preferences as it is, then the portal will take it as it is. And if you want to change it, you have got a window period of 1 or 2 days to completely change your form to select new colleges. If, for example, you have been over ambitious, you have selected the top 5 colleges and your percentage is not enough for it, and then you realize after the end of end of round 1, that you should be realistic and select only colleges according to your percentage, you can select the colleges of your choice which are according to your cutoff, nearing your cutoff. So that is okay. If you do not want to change, you will still be allowed to, the portal will take your original form for the next round. I hope that answers the question.
I think so. I think that pretty much covers all the questions that we have.
Page 39 and page 41 of the information booklet is giving a very clear picture. So I think reading that up will really help.
All right, so I think that covers everything. If there's any other question, you can get in touch with the school, and I'll keep the video up so you can refer to it anytime you fill in the form. And I look forward to seeing a lot of you at the IBCP at Trinity University. So thank you, everyone. I think we can shut the stream now. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
In case of any doubt, you can send us an email or you can give us a call. Thank you.